All right.
We're fired up. We're here.
I was telling Tor that do you have that like liminal experience when you're like waking up or jogged awake where you like feel like someone's whispering in your ear, you hear someone saying something to you, but then it was probably a dream, hopefully a dream.
No, that
and
sounds
not a spirit.
absolutely terrifying.
I have.
No,
like,
you don't have that, Tor? Okay.
No, I don't.
If I fall asleep listening to a podcast, I'll have that.
Okay,
Oh,
maybe my house is haunted then.
Oh, Zach, just absolutely atrocious.
What?
Coming live from the latest
What?
indie
What's
rock
wrong?
album cover, it's Zach
Tor,
Kagan.
Zach,
Yeah.
where are you?
It's so loud here. This is the best I can do.
Zach, you can miss an episode, bro.
I appreciate his dedication.
His dedication to what? Giving us horrible audio quality? Look at how
Zach is
glitchy
just
he
frozen.
is, Zach.
Yeah,
It looks like you're in the fucking
I'm not
Ukraine right
glitchy.
now, Zach. It looks like you're
I'm
in
not
the
glitchy.
Ukraine.
You're glitchy. Every episode
No,
you say you're glitchy.
Zach,
Also,
you are glitchy. You are
also,
glitchy.
I should say, my mom has been getting big into Ukrainian TikTok, so I've been by proxy watching a lot of Ukrainian social media.
Are you
I
in
bet there's a
Ukraine right
lot
now?
of good stuff going on.
Look at how laggy Zach is.
Where are you, Zach?
This is absolutely
Are
horrific.
you at work, Zach? Is this a work function?
No, Zach is at Falling
No,
Knife
I'm not at
Brewing
work.
with Aaron Isaacs.
Yeah,
Falling
Aaron's
Knife Brewing. That sounds
our-
ominous.
He's at Falling Knife Brewing with the guy he was detesting last week.
I know.
I love Aaron. Aaron's my partner in crime.
He's your
Yeah,
platonic life
Platonic life partner.
And we have a very important announcement for later in the episode. So I would want I don't
That
want to
you're shaving your mustache.
Well, no, not to spoil it. Not to spoil it. There's a lot that's going to go on in this episode. There's a lot of twists and turns.
I do have something we can talk about. If you guys
Hell
go to
yeah.
the skibbity
I do have
toilet-
to make a request, Zach. If you're not going to be on mic, you got to mute a little when you're not on mic, if that's possible.
Yes, of course. I'll be
Thank you,
monitoring
sir.
it. We're switching to Riverdance though. This is pretty good.
That is nice.
It's
I
either
can
this
kind
or
of
the-
hear it.
It's either this or the pinball.
Zach, you could just not come to the episode once in a while.
I appreciate Zach's dedication.
I appreciate the dedication. He was kind of shadow shut down. Zach wanted to record yesterday.
Why?
We record on Tuesdays, Zach. Tuesdays is default, I feel
Mondays is twitch.tv.
We've been calling a lot of audibles.
No,
I will say,
like
Sunday and Monday.
like-
fuck we have.
Okay,
The
it's
fuck
Belly
we have?
Television. Belly Television on Mondays at freaking 11 p.m. CST.
That's true.
It's so
Zach,
late. That's like
Zach,
5 hours
the
from
frame.
now.
The frame it's
It's crazy.
frozen now is
Oh, no.
so good, Zach. The frame it freezes on
You're
with
pretty
you.
frozen, but it's
Zach,
okay.
you're also very pale.
very pale.
Oh,
Hair.
I did get very dehydrated this past weekend. I went to a rodeo with Ryan.
Is that your
Paul,
big
friend
news?
of the
Is
show.
that you went to a rodeo?
Yeah, well, my big news is that it was my first rodeo. I was telling people that this is my first rodeo.
Yeah. How many laughs did you get?
I mean, I got
None.
some, some reactions.
You got some sympathy. Oh, reactions. Yeah, that's yeah.
You got views.
Saw some,
You got
You got
impressions.
some sad emojis.
but it was so there was no shade, and the heat was blaring down. And Ryan and David Freeberg, we should get David Freeberg on the show, but they were just downing
why
butt
would we
heavies.
do that, dude?
And because David Freeberg has some old Magic cards that he collected from back in the day. And I went over to his place the other day, and I went through his collection. He's actually got some stuff worth value. He's got
Did you
2
grift him?
Sensei's Dividing Tops. No, I
Did you
didn't
grift
grift
him?
him.
Why
I
not?
didn't grift him.
That's a
Well, I
better
should've.
story. Is that you grift him, then he comes on, and we fucking tell him that you grifted him.
We should
I
have
wanted
him
to
come
be-
on and and just play Freebird over, like the solo from Freebird over and over and over as he's talking.
Have you met Freebird? Because he was like a
No.
Chicago comic for a long time, and then he moved.
I am out of the scene. I don't know.
Yeah, what's with all these
anymore.
garbage
I know the old
Chicago
heads.
comics?
Also,
coming
Zach,
in?
I'm gonna need more than 2 Sensei's divining tops to move the needle. I'm gonna need
Yeah.
you gotta
It
break
doesn't
like
matter.
10K.
If you have like old cards, that
Oh,
doesn't mean
great.
you're going to be
A
a
water
good
bill is worth
podcast
of
guest.
magic
So he needs to find the One Ring.
No, he needs to, I don't know, come with a good fucking story. We're not a goddamn consignment store, Zach. We're a podcast.
He's got to bring
stories.
something to the
He's
table.
a funny comic.
We're not a goddamn LGS. We're a podcast, Zach. I mean, good Christ, what's he going to do? Come on and talk about Chicago's hot dog scene? Like, what's he going to do,
Well,
Zach?
hold on.
I'm
Now
legitimately
I'm
interested
interested.
Now
If he can come on if he talks about hot dogs. Sorry, Billy, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Well,
No,
I
I'm
can't
on
tee
board.
him up. I can't tee him up for everything, Tor.
I
mean, I'm a fucking segment machine. Like that. Okay, Zach, give Freeberg a week. Have him come to us with the 10 best hot dogs out of Chicago. We'll have him on.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Like we can have he has to have like visited Wiener Circle though. That's because that's the reality show one. And
Yeah.
We gotta watch that for Patreon.
We
We
gotta
have
watch
to
that.
What was
watch
the
that
name
for
of the
Patreon.
lady at Wiener Circle? Like Lumpy or something like that? It was like Crunchy. Some weird ass
Who the
name.
fuck is Lumpy, dude?
The manager at
You're just
Wiener
naming
Circle.
7 dwarfs right now.
You're just naming growths on my dad right now. There's Lumpy and Scratchy and Boozy
Pussy.
and Sty and Pussy.
Sty.
Why don't we do that? Should we review the Wiener Circle? I got nothing going on this week, so
We gotta have it's on Amazon, I think. It looks like there's
we can do that. We can make that. We should do it like in Discord. Let anyone who's
yeah, do it in Discord.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Reward our Discord hoggies, our power users.
our free Discord.
Poochie. That was her name. It was
Poochie.
Poochie.
That's a good name.
I do have something we can talk about because it's been an infection in my brain since I saw it 2 days ago.
Well, tee it up, Tor. Tee it up.
You guys seen the Skibbity toilet?
No.
Does that
What?
What is
you guys,
that?
oh boy, guys. I'm gonna share this. I think you
Zach
guys
is
know it,
completely
Cole.
frozen, dude.
No, he's there. He's there. He's just
I'm so glad
listening.
you guys haven't heard of this yet, because oh my god. Okay, this is
I would like to know who has heard of this.
I will like hundreds of millions of people, like I guess they're calling themselves Gen Alpha, the people below Zoomers.
Oh, I've been wondering about that. Okay.
Dude, these videos have like 25 million views on YouTube. Are you guys?
What are Gen Alphas? Let's set that up. That Gen Alpha is like
They're like
10-year-olds.
teens. Yeah, they're
I
like
don't
teens.
know the old. I don't know the cutoff.
Yeah, I imagine it's like my niece's age,
Well,
like
Teens are
5.
still Zoomers.
Yeah, I feel like it's getting to be middle school. For
This
Gen
is
Alpha.
like the generation that's raised
Elementary school.
entirely on YouTube. Like
Yeah, yeah.
They should just call it the YouTube brain mush generation. All right, are you guys ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, this is the Skibbity toilet. I want to point out that there are hundreds of thousands of videos probably at this point of variations on on this. And this is kind of like they're setting it up as like the Slender Man of Gen A or whatever they're called. Ready?
The king upon this throne, I'm ready for their stone.
Stimmity bop, 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 yes, yes, yes. Stimmity dip, stimmity bop, stimmity bop, bop, stimmity.
The king.
That's great.
This looks like an Instagram filter.
It's I don't dude. I got hold on. I have another one. There's like an entire there is a mythos here now. It's like battle. You remember, Camera Head whatever it's fucking called. Hold on. I gotta.
No.
It's
Tor,
the dude
where
with
have you been?
Tor,
You've
what
been-
It's the dude. It's the dude with a
You've been in
camera
the-
on his head.
Tor, how
You've been
can I
in the-
never get a hold of you via text, but you're bringing these things to the table like they're like what the fuck is camera head, dude?
Like
What are
a video
these things?
prion. You know, it's like an infectious particle that's just like replicated through
Zach, can
Tor
you
and
please-
through the
Misfolded
youth
protein.
culture.
Zach, can you please find Wi-Fi somewhere?
All right,
It's
you guys
pretty
ready
good.
for the?
Working
Zach,
for audio. Audio's
this-
there.
I can go live,
frames
and
per
there's gonna be
second.
like more voices.
I found like
All
that
right, what
first
is
video
this?
like
This
3
looks
days ago,
fucked up.
and it's just it's evolved. There's like an entire storyline now where it's like
My style is ridiculous.
Oh my god, this is scary as hell. Oh my god.
that's camera head. I
Okay.
This is
really
scary, dude.
I don't want to become one of those people that's like, what is wrong with the younger generation? But like,
It
this
makes
is
sense
like-
to me.
this is overindulgence on a scale I have like sensory overindulgence on a scale that has to be like,
I think
this is damaging, man.
I think
just
the
vibrate
younger,
on a
yeah. Alpha knows that AGI is on the horizon, and like it, you know, in months' time, none of this will matter. So why not make the most fucked up shit you can before we're all bowing to our new god?
Mm.
It's just insane. Like,
Also, Tor, I'm gonna ask you this because you never respond to text. Do you want to come to my wedding party August 5th?
There we go.
oh shit, I never sent that draft. It's in my drafts. Yes, I will. Yes, I'll be there. I have some presents for you too.
Okay, it's 12:30 to 4, Tor.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be there.
All right, Tor.
I'm sorry. I did write a response and then I put it in drafts because like I
I'm
was-
sure
then-
you did.
And then you had to look at Skibbity Toilets,
you had
part
to look-
50.
You had to look at Skibbity camera face where you're being attacked by toilets in the sim
That's
world.
haunting. That's who was whispering to me as I was waking up.
the skibbity
Um,
toilet.
That's
The Skibbity
interesting. What
toilet.
did the voice sound like, Belly, that was whispering to you?
It's always
Give us a wait. It's always this happens more than once.
it seems to be a female, and it's just I never know what they're saying, but I know, like, I wake up and I know, like, just the liminal experience.
What does it sound like?
Just like someone whispering, like,
Like
yeah.
So this is the difference between like the youth culture, because like half the country is like consuming stuff like this. The other half is just like, I guess maybe they could still be doing it, but they're like the kind of, you know, half of the country that are going to rodeos. Like I saw all of these kids chasing 3 calves. There was like 200 children out on the field chasing 2 calves and just going crazy, right? Trying to
Calves
catch,
like cows.
Yes, baby cows. They released them into the pen. They each had a flag on their tail, and then they released 200 grade schoolers. Like it was insane the amount of kids they had going, and they just rushed these calves until they grabbed the flags.
See,
And
soon the generation Alpha will be holding rodeos, except millennials will be the calves.
Yeah, we will be the calves that they're
and they'll be
gelding,
chasing us and
and
branding
chasing us and branding us with the Skibbity toilet.
The Skibbity toilet will be a real thing that like delivers the kill shot to
Honestly,
us.
that'd be fun.
being killed
chased
at a rodeo.
by my niece.
I mean, I was wondering if the cows were having fun or if they were like emotionally distressed. You know?
Of course,
It's
they're
just
not
so
having
many-
fun. They're being traumatized, Zach.
There's so many kids. It was terrifying. Could you imagine if you got bull rushed by 200 like grade schoolers? 250.
I would have the time of my life. Are you kidding me? Put me in a self-defense situation against like 500 kids.
Oh, can
That's
I
like
attack
that's
them?
like
Yes,
Of
you can
course,
do
if they're
whatever.
your
Oh
kid,
yeah,
you're going after
I'd have a field day. Just give me like a heavy branch.
yeah, come
Yeah.
on. There's literally.
Oh my God.
It's literally like a would you rather, right? Like, would you fight 200?
What's happening? Don't go in the elevator.
Oh God,
Don't
this
go
is
in the
horrifying. This is
elevator.
horrifying, and another reason, listener, you should be checking out our YouTube, because
I
Joe
mean, this
Biden.
is incoherent. Who is making this? Do you think? Do you think that adults are making this, or kids?
adults are definitely making this, or teenagers.
The next Osama bin Laden is making this. Like this is the 9/11 of Zoomers. This is how they're getting more creative. This is a terrorist attack against people's brains.
I like it. I mean, there's clearly a story, a deep lore. There's
Tor, how did you find this, bro?
Tor, this is horrifying.
How
This is
do you
nightmarish.
find this shit?
This is like the most popular thing on like the young demographic. This was uploaded like hours ago. It already has 2 million views. Like this is the compilation.
It's like disturbing that this is what kids are obsessively watching.
I know. I can't turn away. I'm struggling so hard to not be like, this is
Zach,
Yeah.
where's Aaron?
And where is Aaron? And also, Zach always does a good job of this, but he is kind of indisposed of describing what we're
right.
Well,
watching.
how do you describe what we're watching? I mean, it
Yeah,
isn't.
imagine like TNN Square with like instead of tanks, toilets with like
toilets,
heads coming out of them and like
nightmarish
distorted faces.
heads are popping out of each toilet and singing to us.
And if you're
But, like-
familiar with Gary's mod, it's clearly made in Gary's mod. Like that. That's like the
Yeah.
facial tweaking animation, all that stuff.
This is like if you ate a bunch of Taco Bell then took acid. Like this would be your acid trip.
That's a perfect description. Like with the toilet and everything.
You'd be on the cusp of diarrhea, but you'd be too afraid to go to the toilet. Here come the cops. Oh, he ate a cop.
Toilet man ate a cop. I'm sorry.
Oh!
So is
All right.
the main toilet guy Skibbity? Or
I
is the
don't know. I'm
Skibbity
trying
like
to,
a race of beings, the toilet beings?
Well, see,
Oh, there he
there's
is.
already a wiki. There's already like a wiki.
Isaacs.
Why don't we show? Look how close.
Here-
Look
Here
at
he
these
is.
guys.
the man of the evening, the
Look at
these
guys
guys.
legend.
Touching my leg, you can't see it.
Yeah, I'm right on his thigh. Aaron, where we were recruited Aaron on this episode. Actually, I've got to cover a pain there.
Literally like
it's
4
okay.
frames
We're
per
really
second.
getting into the muscle.
Not even 4 frames
Me
every
and Zach
5
are
seconds.
starting a new podcast with Henry.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Oh,
Our
is
friend
that the
Henry
big
Fuger.
announcement?
It's okay. Is it really? The music's pretty loud,
That's
right?
one of our announcements is that we're starting a podcast with Henry. Mike, you should be our first guest. It's
would
about
love
like
to.
a
What's it called?
friendship. We don't have a name yet. It's about friendships between like Gen Z and millennial. And we're millennials.
Really?
He's Gen Z.
And is Henry Gen Z?
Yeah.
Henry's not Gen Z.
He is.
How old is Henry?
27, I think.
Is that Gen Z?
Yeah, 95.
So he's like an
Yeah.
elder Gen Z. I don't know
yeah.
if that
Oh,
counts.
I
Yeah, that's right on the
guess-
line, I think.
I guess I'm Gen Z.
Yeah, Mike is Gen Alpha.
I'm Gen Alpha.
Sorry, go ahead. I muted it.
We're all Gen Alpha. We've been reborn in the light
Yeah,
of Skibbity.
we're all so
Gen A,
fucking
bro.
stupid.
Gen
we are
Alpha
Gen
is
Alpha.
Generation.
We're all so fucking stupid. We are Gen Alpha, dude.
Yeah, Tor's right there.
I'm here.
That's
What's
just
up?
a picture of a guy
Zach's
holding
like a boomer, and the rest of us are Gen Alpha, including Aaron.
Yeah, I got boomer
Zach's
energy.
an
I
old
got big
soul.
boomer energy, to be honest.
He's an old soul.
Also, just how this like recording setup is going, it's very. No, I'm not.
Yeah,
doing
recording
that.
setup
I ain't
is-
falling for that.
Is making me insane.
Okay, I'm
My
gonna go scout out a
dad,
different
my
recording
dad
location
literally
and get
had a
beer.
better recording setup than you,
You can
Zach.
control the
I'll
music.
stay here.
Between
Just froze.
Tor's newest avatar and Zach's 2 frame per second setup.
I
love
it's Zach.
everything.
It's just Zach.
Tor is skibbity.
Tor, are you skibbity?
Okay. No, I don't think so. But like, look at
oh,
this.
Nice, it's Tor, dude.
This is the amount of toilets in Skibbity. Look at there's main sequence toilets, there's giant toilets, there's special toilets, there's non-canon toilets. There's already there's already fanfic about Skibbity toilets. This thing's been around for like a week.
Aaron, have any
of the Mongol toilet? They've all got wiki pages.
Aaron, have any of your younger coworkers talked to you about Skibbity toilets?
Got attacks. There's a Skibbity toilet attack table on the wiki. They ram you. They got laser eyes. There's a parasite attack. There's a parasitic Skibbity toilet. What the hell is going on?
What is Skibbity, dude?
I don't know. Okay, okay, here we go. Their appearances can widely vary, but are frequently encountered in the form of conventional toilets with human heads protruding from their bowls. Despite this, the heads have the ability to move and contort in uncanny and unnatural ways, and will almost, if not always, be singing in the same "burr, skibbity, bop, dop, yes, yes" song. That's what Skibbity toilets are. There's hundreds of them. There's 100. Look, every one of these is a goddamn Skibbity toilet. This is insane. I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind here.
We are bearing witness to it.
Falling Knife Brewing is right by the pest control place I worked at.
I believe it.
I think they're double dipping. Is that the new?
I used to double dip. I'd get off work and I'd get a fucking growler of beer.
I was thinking more of like the
pesticide in the DC.
Yeah, they put granular. They put granular in the Falling Knife yeast.
Where are you showing us? Oh.
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
It's been so long,
Has it? I feel like we talk every day.
Look at Aaron's face when Zach returns.
All right, we have to.
Belly freeze frame that, thumbnail it.
I know.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail. Is Aaron just looking delighted?
Get you a man that looks at you like Aaron does.
That's exactly what I was
returns
thinking.
the beer.
The Meghan Markle wedding pic.
Guys, we can't hear you at all, and your video quality it's just getting so much worse.
It's really bad. Yeah.
It's just with us
inside. Would that help?
Zach, just leave the call.
You can try it. Come back. You guys enjoy the beer.
Go play pinball.
You don't have to.
Go play pinball. Why are you doing this?
Go play pinball, and then Aaron will critique Zach's pinball, and it'll come back with a match report.
If you're in a better spot, call back in later, Zach. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna scope it out.
Yeah, we have to stay like this and carry the laptop.
Yeah, we have to stay in frame the entire time.
No, I meant with the headphones.
Well, you guys will be arm in arm anyway, so it won't be that
Zach. I think to a certain extent, I'm removing Zach.
Yeah, I mean, Zach, it's just he can miss an episode, man.
I think to a certain extent, he likes to put himself in impossible situations. You know what I mean? Like, he likes
I think mentally, I totally agree.
Yeah. He likes the struggle.
Guys, I'm just noticing the group chat. Zach was ogling some dude's feet this entire time.
That was Aaron.
That was Aaron.
Oh, that was Aaron. Okay.
Yeah.
That's normal Aaron behavior. That's acceptable. I would be insulted if Aaron didn't talk about feet in the group chat. Zach, on the other hand,
his toenails are like falling off.
Yeah, okay. For those of you at home, this guy in sandals has nasty ass dry feet. How dare he wear that shit in public?
This is Aaron.
Ooh, yeah, this is Aaron. I can't stop looking at his fucked up feet. His toenails are like falling off.
Did I tell you about the time I took my dad to get a mani-pedi?
Oh, God, no.
And his toenails look so horrible that they put like 2 fans on his feet. and then he asked the guy, he's like, how come I'm the only one with fans on my feet?
Wait, is that like a smell mitigation technique?
Of course, yes.
I didn't know they had a protocol for
And my
that.
dad was like, I'm the only one in this nail parlor with fans on my feet.
His
I thought they were
technician
just,
is like
like,
putting a gas mask on, just
Yeah, they're-
casually.
No, they masked up for him.
Wow.
They KN95'd and they put fans on his feet.
Why did he get a mani-pedi? Did he just, were you like, Dad, we got to fix them fucked up toes of yours? Let's go get a mani-pedi?
I was taking my aunt and I figured he could come with.
And he was game. That's nice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if it's on my dime, of course he's fucking game.
Jesus Christ.
Of course he's game if I'm paying for it. My dad's more of a what is he alpha? What generation's my dad? You think my dad would
Prehistoric.
I'll start sending him the skibbity toilet things and see what he
see what he thinks about it.
Here, drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat, Tor, and I'll send it to him.
I guess I'll just send him the.
Just tweet it. Just send it to the Twitter group chat.
He'll just start reciting the Hail Mary to you as a defense.
Here's the first one I showed you guys. There's that long form YouTube video.
I take a gun to every toilet I go to now, son, because I'm ready for skibbity.
It's just insane. I'm looking on this wiki. There's already 15 seasons. There's like seasons 1 through 15.
What's a season though?
Is that like a YouTube video or something?
Yeah. Okay. So if you guys, I'm still presenting this, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Check this out. Hold on. So like, look at this episode, season 1 and 2, and then this is season 1, and this is season 2. So there's
just a deranged person making a wiki for like creating all of this infrastructure. Of lore.
Look at all this.
I wish someone made a wiki for I Love You Mana. That was kind of one of my plans back in the day.
Wiki lore?
To make a fandom wiki. How did fandom like monopolize wikis? And like you can, if you want to make a wiki for something, you have to just go to fandom.
I mean, think about like how we were talking about this the other day about like how fads they like come and go so quickly. Like Yvonne and I were talking about how quickly like Krispy Kreme came and went. Like is Wikipedia?
Dude, that was a weird one.
Yeah, is Wikipedia like? Oh God.
This seems better. This seems much better.
You can't hear them.
They're muted now, though.
Say things quick. Say things quick.
Aaron has a Strixhaven.
Aaron, are you playing Magic, dude?
No, open it.
I mean,
open it, dude.
Open it.
We're not drafting yet. But afterwards, maybe there'll be a little draft.
Aaron is so happy. Have you not seen Zach? He's beaming.
Well, Aaron's drunk. That's why he's happy.
We're happy because we get to spend time with each other. Last episode we were at odds. This episode we've come together.
Why were you at odds? Aaron, do you want to tell us your side of the story why you and Zach were at odds?
Tried to beat me up at the wrestling show.
That's not why I was upset at
Oh wait,
Aaron.
why are you mad at me?
Because it was the 4th of July plans. That's why I was upset at you.
Oh, because I didn't go to your neighbor's house?
Yeah, and then you didn't like confirm that you weren't coming. You made me have to ask you that you weren't going to come. It felt like, if you respect someone, a friend, you just tell them that you're not going to come as soon as you know. Don't just like assume that I'm going to figure it out. I don't know.
Aaron, how do you handle this, dude?
I wish I could apologize for that, but I'm not sorry.
That is the most married couple thing I've ever heard.
You guys are old souls.
This is unreal.
If I have plans with someone, I'm pretty consistently telling them like we're doing this.
So. No, he asked if he could come.
I did not ask to go.
The podcast, guys, the podcast, it doesn't need a theme. It's literally called Zach and Aaron Make Plans, and you do this for an hour an episode.
And that's it.
He off camera, he told me the joke is that we're not going to do a podcast. What?
I'm starting another podcast soon.
No, okay. That is the joke was
with my cousin.
We were gonna promote it and act like we had a podcast because that's basically the same thing as having a podcast. Since there's so many comedy podcasts, nobody listens to them, So we would put out like a
ours.
thing. We would not Here's the Magic podcast, so people listen to it. And so the idea is. We promote it, and then eventually people will be like, "Hey, where did we find it?" We tell them, and then they can't find it, and then it's like a prank. It's funny.
That's actually Aaron. It's funny you bring that up because that's kind of a new phenomenon on TikTok. Is TikTokers pretend to have podcasts to create like viral clips about like other online celebrities.
Wait, what?
No. Yeah, they do. They 100% do. Yeah. All of like the toxic like alpha male weightlifter dudes do it all the time to
and
like
some of the girls, some of the women.
Yeah. Like there's a bunch of people that do it actually.
Because like podcast clips go viral a lot, so they're like, "Can you believe like that Shane Gillis clip?" I'll send.
Yeah.
Shane Gillis has a podcast.
He has a podcast though.
He's the best.
But someone's taught. Yeah, Shane's the best.
I love him.
Yeah, I love the pictures that he's been taking
He's
recently.
very funny.
Honestly, his pictures with Trump are just very, very funny. Like, if a funny guy if you were in a room with Trump, like, what it was like, was it wrestling?
He was
It's
in
UFC.
No, I
think
mean
it was
like
a baseball game.
It was a baseball
it was
game.
a UFC show.
A UFC. Okay.
I sent that link to my dad of the toilet thing, and my dad was like, really bad acid, talking Woodstock bad.
There you go. He gets it.
This is
like I sent you a Shane Gillis clip for later.
I'm gonna send my dad a link so he can call in.
Yeah. That'd be great. Why not? Let's just blow it out.
Sure.
Look,
while we're waiting, I don't want to brush past Mike mentioning Krispy Kreme because that was insane in Minnesota. Like there was like front page of the newspaper, Minnesota's getting its first Krispy Kreme. Like,
dude, I remember they would sell out immediately.
Yeah, and then
Kreme.
And then everyone realized they were just donuts. They were just mass-produced donuts, and like. They immediately. Where's the Krispy Kreme now? Do they even have stores in Minnesota?
Not in Minnesota.
No, I think there's one, and it's like we were comparing it to kind of how like no one uses Wikipedia anymore. It's all like Wiki fandom.
Well, people use Wikipedia.
Yeah, for what, Zach? When do you use it?
Looking up when someone died. Looking up how someone died.
Reading about the Korean War.
Reading about,
Looking up when someone died.
It updates pretty quick.
They got it.
I've really done that.
That's like the most interesting thing out of any celebrity wiki. It's just like death, troubled times, arrest,
controversy.
Like DMX. DMX had a crazy arrest one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where he was like shooting guns at marshals and shit.
Yeah, that's a good use of Wikipedia. I always look at the controversy section because those are always just hilarious. Like the UFC fighters. What the fuck is the guy's name? Like Platinum. I missed something.
My dad's in there. My dad.
Is this live?
What's up, Dad?
No.
I don't know. You invited me.
No.
Yeah. Yay!
Yes.
Welcome to the podcast.
What are you doing, Dad?
Well, I was laying down, but my roommate just rolled in, so now I'm gonna let him be. So what's this about?
You're on the program, Dad. You're on my podcast.
We were talking about combat knives earlier, though. Like, do you have a
Combat.
recommended brand?
Recommended what?
A brand of like knives, like specifically for like
What?
self-defense.
Oh, Kershaw, definitely.
Person?
Kershaw. Kershaw. Kershaw.
Thank you. This helps a lot, actually. I just...
Needlepoint, razor sharp folders, man. Drop them in your pocket, and nobody but you knows they're there.
Wow. Right, I have to write that down.
Nobody
I'm
but
literally
you
making a
knows.
Google note right now.
Nobody but you know. Dad, how are the new digs?
Well, it's really pretty hip, and I'm like, instead of 2 feet from the railroad tracks, I'm about 2 miles,
Oh,
which is nice. Which is nice.
Nice, man.
I used to live by railroad tracks. I kind of got... They almost became soothing to me after a while, but I get your point. It is...
Well, soothing if I have a crate of rocket launchers. Then that'd be soothing as hell.
Like you would shoot him at the train?
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Especially the ones coming south, because the one coming south are mostly tanker cars full of crude oil from Canada.
Oh, that would get it going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
my dad literally has a better connection than Zach and
I know.
Aaron
I
now.
wanted to make that joke connection, but it's okay.
So, Dad, why? So the train, you didn't like the noise, and wasn't there like a stump you'd sit on by the tracks?
No, our smoking area was near right by the tracks, and I could feel them in my ass. My asshole would pucker every time one went by.
Oh my god!
Could you like predict them? Could you like just like?
Yeah, every 90 seconds.
Oh my, that's a lot of trains.
That's a lot of trains.
A lot of trains.
That's a lot of asshole puckering.
It's a lot of asshole puckering. Clear them hemorrhoids right on out.
Oh, Dad, how's your 4th of July, man?
Well, I had a great 4th of July. I went to 2 barbecues, and then I went to bed early.
Nice. You get into any
2 barbecues.
fireworks? Any fireworks?
Well, the fire, I would have had to have gone down to Mount Vernon, and that's like 40 miles. Or watch the ones in Bellingham, which are lame, crippled.
Crippled?
Neutered fireworks.
Neutered fireworks, very well put.
Low T fireworks.
Yeah, it's really pathetic.
Kinda
So I went to bed. But see, the nice thing about being old is you get to go to bed early and you don't owe an explanation to anyone.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dad, Belly was talking about this earlier, that he woke up hearing like whispers. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever woke up hearing inaudible whispering in your ear, or do you have anything to say about that?
Well, I don't know, where does dream end and waking begin? But other than that, that time down in Madison, Kansas, man,
Oh yeah.
and that was real. That was for real.
You've talked about this, Mike.
Tell that story, Dad. Tell us your version of that, because that's a good one.
Well, you, me, and your mom were going down to visit your niece Pia at her other grandparents' house, Mike and Sheila Jones, and they lived. They lived in this great big A-frame way outside of Madison, Kansas, and it was Madison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a little teeny town in the first place, and that was the site of multiple weirdnesses over that weekend. Multiple weirdnesses.
Like what?
Well, I mean, your mom saw the tall black shadow figure leaning over your niece's crib.
Yeah.
That was one thing. And then I got up to use the restroom at night and I saw 4 or 5 streaks of what looked like horizontal, slow moving lightning, and it was blue in color. And
Ball lightning?
Lightning?
well, it was inside. It was in the hallway on the way to the restroom.
That is really
And
weird.
yeah, well, the men in my family, and I think Mike is amongst them, is when the shit's really hitting the fan, when things are really scary, we're like missiles. We don't react. We just observe. Now let us get a parking ticket or have the refrigerator die, and then we'll freak.
Yeah, I've noticed like
Like a
if
missile.
something minor goes wrong, like I freak out over anything, but like there can just be crisis mode happening, and I'm so calm. Like I was at my job and like everyone but like one other person walked out, and like I was like in the sea of tranquility. It's so weird.
It's nice to be that way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really. Sorry, I interrupted this. Did you see anything beyond like the like blue streaks and stuff?
Well, yes. Well, anyway, the next morning after that, I waited till about 9 o'clock and full on sunshine. And I said to Sheila Jones, I said, Sheila, I saw something last night that I've never seen before. And I described what I had seen, and she just smiled and walked away because she was like a self-proclaimed ghost magnet. And then it was the night after that. I smoked cigarettes, so I stepped outside to have a cigarette. Clear night, and there's no houses, nothing anywhere near where we were at. And I heard what sounded like many children chanting in a language I had never heard before, and I've heard a few languages.
Was it Ukrainian?
I could have been Sumerian for all I know. It was a language I had never heard before, and I wasn't drunk, and I was wide awake. I'd already got up and rolled myself a cigarette and stepped outside to smoke it, and I heard these voices. And was it the next night we decided to take a powder, Mike, or was the next day we decided to get out of there?
Yeah, it was something like that. We decided to leave.
Yeah, it was, I felt very real apprehension for Sylvia and Michael's safety. So we left the next day.
Did anything happen to like the niece with the like ominous figure over the crib? Like was there I mean did she turn out all right, I guess? That's what I'm asking.
Well, she's doing life to 80 years in San Quentin, but she's all right. No, okay. She's only 13. She's never even been arrested.
Okay.
We have a story to sell the newspaper.
Joe, do you think as you are retelling the story, do you think there's an element of like time, some sort of time warp or tear in the fabric of reality? It seems like there's like a time, because you were saying you were hearing chanting. That doesn't sound like a haunting. That sounds like some portal to another time somehow.
Well, if you guys spin up a YouTube channel called howtohunt.com,
okay,
you can get your ears full of that. And Steve Aesop, he's a straight shooter. He was a professional hunting guide for decades, and he's had experiences with Sasquatch, a couple of them. Now, don't laugh, because
I'm laughing.
What he does on his YouTube channel now, the main one is people email him their, Sabe, UFO, whatever, paranormal experiences. I don't believe in the paranormal myself. I just think that there are those things which our limited imaginations have not been able to quantify yet.
They're beyond our perception, kind of.
Wait a minute, you're all breaking up, guys. I can't even tell if you heard what I just said.
We heard you loud and
We
clear.
did. We definitely. You're coming very clear.
Yeah,
Joe. You're crystal.
I'm gonna step outside. I'm stepping outside.
Okay.
There's one thing I noticed, when I lived in Winona, there's a lot of caves, very small caves, and built in the side of the bluffs down there, and every time you'd kind of go into one and kind of sit down, and you would there was always some sort of weird noise, almost whispers. Not there, I couldn't make out words or anything, but there was
I'm sorry, guys. I'm still just getting too much interference here. I can't hear a thing you're saying, and I'm not sure if you're hearing anything I say. So
we can hear you loud and clear.
We can hear you. Yeah,
we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay. Well, this is going nowhere. So adieu.
Okay.
Goodbye, Joe.
Bye, Ed.
Bye.
Wow.
Okay.
What a run-in, dude.
Wow.
What a run-in.
You gotta God damn it, I wish you would have answered that question. I was just
I feel like we're on the cusp of
I'm
revelation.
literally gonna send him that link every week.
Please. I have 5 follow-up questions already.
You saw how serious he was about Sasquatch, Billy.
I know, I didn't mean to offend. I was
just don't laugh.
Oh, by the way, that cave thing I just completely made up.
I see where you got your sense of humor, Mike.
Don't laugh.
I was just
He's
trying to get
also
him
still in. I don't. Your dad's still in, but you can tell him to just close the.
Bring him back
browser.
in, dude.
Okay, all right.
Bring him back in.
Yeah, bring him back. Mr. Lester, how are you doing?
You guys?
We're still here.
You guys still there?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Have you been to any good wrestling shows or rodeos lately?
Nah. Bye, guys.
Yeah. Well, because we're going to a wrestling show this weekend, and I went to a rodeo last weekend, and it was my first rodeo.
Okay, I think he's really gone now. I think he's gone. When Zach asked the question.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zach.
Is that why you went so you could fucking say that?
Kind of. Because it was my first rodeo.
Yeah, Zach, it's not good. I know your brand of comedy is being bad on purpose, but it's it's been
I
done,
don't think
dude.
that's your brand of comedy.
I mean, no.
That's what I perceive it
That's kind of the brand of this podcast, I think.
I don't think so.
It's not going to be the brand of our podcast, which is totally real. It's real.
I can't wait to see the clips on TikTok.
I really think. I mean, you could set up. YouTube could go be stars.
You and Aaron just need to.
We've been fighting about it all during the interview with
Just
Joe.
videotape yourselves doing everything together and upload that to YouTube. It's just passive income. Don't even edit it. Don't even think about it.
You should just GoPro. You should both wear vest cams and hang out.
It's about intergenerational friendships. We're not going to be fighting.
You gotta fight.
We're not going to be fighting.
So are we going to get a baby on?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll get you a baby.
You guys need a baby?
Person, you have an old person.
What ethnicity?
I mean, you interviewing a baby, Zach, can't be as bad as these rodeo puns. I mean, it's got to be better than this fucking rodeo shtick you're doing this up.
It's a real story from my life.
That is not a.
I really went to a rodeo and I got heat stroke. I got and that ain't a joke.
Kagan got heat stroke just so he could say, "Oh, it was my first rodeo."
This isn't my first heat stroke.
You and Aaron, you don't need a theme. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Just try
you
to
really
make
don't.
plans and record it.
It's a loose theme. The theme doesn't actually matter.
You need to ditch Henry Fugit, and it's got to be just you.
Okay, wait,
Now
Zach and Aaron, what's your next big event you guys are going to?
Well, our next big event is this Sunday.
We're going to the wrestling show with Lester.
Yeah, this guy. First wrestling.
I bumped into Badger Briggs at the bar.
At Tilt, or what is it called? Lit now.
Lit.
Yeah, and Aaron was so starstruck. He had like a full manic episode.
I didn't have a manic episode.
Yeah, he had a manic
all mental
episode.
illness is the same to him. I said I had a
Yeah, Zach, that's toxic. That's
You didn't have
Aaron's.
a panic attack. You were
I
excited.
had a panic attack because for like 20 minutes I had to just sit and calm down because I was like so anxious.
Is that who you sent me, Aaron, earlier today? The wrestler? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pull up their profile.
She's gonna do one of these. Smack.
Aaron is gonna become besties with Badger Briggs and ditch you, Zach.
Oh, well, if me and Badger Briggs had an intergenerational friendship podcast, that might be better.
Yeah, I think it might be more compelling.
I don't know the age of Badger Briggs, but
What about a podcast about wrestling with Badger Briggs?
what about a podcast about wrestling with Michael?
Reignite Wrestle Complainia with Badger. Oh, we should get her on the show, Aaron.
Yeah,
no
we
shit.
should.
We'll ask her on Sunday.
yeah.
We legit should.
When she's all beat up.
She's not gonna be beat up. She's gonna win.
When she's concussed.
You can still be beat up after you win, Zach.
Yes, that's true.
All right, this is Badger Briggs.
Oh yeah, there she is.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Aaron,
Actually,
will
I
you
think-
give a little more context or hype them
Oh
up?
look, there she is choking out Colt Cabana. That's probably a highlight of her career.
Colt
I
Cabana
know
is
Colt
a famous. He's a Jewish professional
He's
wrestler.
Jewish. She
Wait.
works with Jews.
Is that the
Eric
guy
Cannon.
who runs First Wrestling?
No, that's Eric Cannon.
Is that he's also Jewish? Though.
I remember watching Eric Cannon wrestle at Duck Duck Days when I was 14.
That's dope
Oh my
though.
god, this is intense.
Yeah, okay, but she doesn't bleed like that at First Wrestling. They don't do blood.
It seems like she bleeds a lot though.
Because she does a lot of death matches at other promotions, which I'm not like a big death match fan, you know?
No, they're kind of gross.
Yeah.
What are death matches?
It's where they use a bunch of light tubes and barbed wire and glass and shit, and they just fuck each other up for no reason.
They use her barbed wire.
Yeah. Me and Zach should have one.
Yeah, the only time it's appropriate is when Zach is getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
They have t-shirts.
Yeah. I have a different T-shirt of hers, but I'm probably gonna get that one.
Imagine Zach,
that's a
Zach
sick
in the center of the ring, and he does that rodeo thing, and then I just hit him in the neck with a light tube shard.
That's
This
like
is
your
such a
dream,
sick
your
shirt.
wet dream. We're gonna do that at your wedding, right?
That's gonna be my stomp the bottle, is hitting Zach in the neck with a light tube.
We had some fluorescent lights that were burned out, like the tubes, and I kept trying to get my boss to hit me with it, but he wouldn't do it.
See, Aaron, you do you want to be a ref, or are you looking to get into the ring now?
Be a referee or a manager.
You can be Tor's manager. I think Tor could be a great wrestler.
There you go. That I think is our next project.
We could call you, what's it called that you showed us? Toilet Booty Boo?
Toilet Man?
Yeah,
Skibbity Toilet.
You could be Skippy Toilet.
I don't want to be Skibbity Toilet.
There's red, there's blue can.
Tor could be Skippy Toilet.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
My wrestler is going to be the Kershaw Man, and my gimmick is going to be I have knives that I stab people with.
Yeah.
No one knows it's
carry
in your
knives.
pocket but you. That's your promo, like my dad said ominously.
Can we do like a Patreon thing or Discord thing where we send questions to Ask Joe? Like that's
Sure.
actually. Don't ask us questions. Joe has so much knowledge.
If you join our Patreon, I'll give you my dad's phone number. That's still going on.
And as you see, he's a wonderful hang.
Yeah, he's a bit cold. He's a little cold.
Yeah, he got tired of us at the end. He was like, "All right, guys."
Yeah.
Bye.
I think you pissed him off with the Sasquatch thing, and
dang it,
he was looking for a way out.
Yeah.
No, he loves being on. He loves being on.
You got to keep a straight face when you're talking.
I know.
Like,
see, I was smiling and laughing because I was so happy, but I understand why people would.
He doesn't like smiling. When you smile at him, he gets pissed.
His dad, he's like a chimpanzee, you know. He takes it as aggression.
If you show your teeth, he'll bite your nutsack off.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
They're jamming Carly Rae Jepsen, so we had to kind of get into it.
Carly Rae Jepsen, is that like Carly Rae Jepsen and the Black Eyed Peas mashed up?
This has been an awesome episode.
Sorry, I've been looking at knives this whole time.
Yeah,
actually.
well, Tor, that's what you do every episode. You're looking at something else.
I would say knives is probably will be better for your mental health than Skibbity.
Yeah, pull up some knives you're looking at, Tor. We'll close out with the knife you're gonna buy
instead of the nightmare toilet man.
Nightmare toilet man.
All right. Yeah. If we're winding down, I just want to say that if you're in town on the 21st or 22nd next week, there's a show at CCU. We are shaving my mustache. I'm hosting a show.
Now, the first night, Zach is going to shave the sides of his mustache and just leave it.
No. I'm shaving half one night, half the other night. And that's what you get if you come to the show.
And I'm
the headliner
sure
dropped out.
That's going to move a lot of tickets.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I don't know who dropped out, but the headliner dropped out. I can't say, but we're going to have some great comics. We're going to have Pearl Rose. We're going to have Connor Hangsleben. These are tentative names. This guy's going to be here on Friday.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's all the reason to go right there. That's all the reason to go right there. Big Aaron, the Big A. Go support the Big A.
But he might be. Who knows who will be the one
I have the contest of Sisyphus the following night, which I would have rather just done a show.
Oh, Big A. He's got the go support Aaron, guys.
Yeah, go support Aaron, folks.
I'll be down at my mom's. Maybe I'll get some more rural content at my mom's to share.
But should I use one of these knives to shave?
Zach, I feel like that mustache is so thin you could just pull it off.
These are expensive knives.
That's because I'm sorting by highest to lowest. I want the top of the line.
Kershaw's a good brand. I got a red one out in the living room.
Hell yeah.
You could do stuff with that.
Look at that.
My dad gives me a knife every Christmas.
Oh, that's so sweet.
How many knives do you have?
Dozens.
That's sweet.
How many Christmases does he have?
Should we do a dad gift swap? Because my dad always gives me tools, and which is very sweet, and I love him. But sometimes he gives me the same tools. You know what I mean? So I have some duplicate. I have a decent amount of duplicates.
I'll trade you a knife for a tool.
Okay. All right.
Nice. Well, anything else, boys? Or the Playboy Mansion is what Tor.
No, Mike kept saying Big A. So I was picturing Big A.
On the wrestling show next week.
Yeah, that'll be really fun.
We went to one without Lester, and Zach got violent. I honestly, he copies whatever he's watching.
I'll vlog it. I'll vlog this one. Aaron,
look,
please.
He bumped into me. He bumped into me. I bumped him back, and he spilled his beer
at me.
I got a little into it, but he bumped me first, okay?
I'm going to pour a drink down Zach's back into his butt crack.
That's Zach. Nina would not watch some of the moves because she was worried they'd get hurt.
Yeah.
And Zach was trying to do the moves to me as he was watching them.
Wow.
It
is once you like see them, like I get why like high schoolers and middle schoolers want to copy those moves. They look fun.
Oh yeah,
right?
they're definitely fun to do in a bed when you're like 50 pounds.
Yeah. Or why fully grown adult men like Zach want to do them.
Yeah. Or like Zach trying to lift my leg.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I was a little bit. That was the end of the night. We were, we had
I
a lot
can't
of
wait to
adrenaline.
vlog this. I'm gonna vlog every moment.
Be able to get drunk at this.
Then don't get drunk.
Well,
we
I
can
might
be sober.
Yeah, I might try.
Aaron,
All right.
Aaron, you gotta get drunk at it, dude.
I'll get drunk and take it over.
You gotta get drunk at it. You both gotta get drunk. I'm vlogging it. You gotta get drunk.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you're so happy together.
Oh,
I love seeing you happy.
Speaking of vlogging content and golf content, our dear friend and owner of a different brewery than this one, Sismus Brewing, Sam Harriman, recorded a vlog of you and Grant Winkles and him all playing golf last weekend, I believe.
And I took home the dub.
Well, spoiler alert. But if you want to watch it, come to our Discord. The link is posted there.
I took home the fucking dub.
Maybe we'll tweet that out. That's a fun little video that Sam put together.
Tweet that out, Zach. Stop tweeting at Magic Creators. Just tweet,
Zach,
tweet organic creations.
Sorry, I gotta tweet more fun stuff. My Twitter has not been
about our community. I don't care about Magic anymore.
Twitter is tanking, dude. You gotta get
Also
on
that,
threads.
Yeah.
Aaron wants to ratio me on stuff, so I need to tweet more.
I keep going on there trying to find a good ratio, just to reply, hold this ratio or something, but none of them are good.
You know what I think the best ratio is? The golden one.
Hold on, my dad texted me this. I'll discuss most anything with you, my son. Certain things are not good to spread around on social media.
What ratio did you want me to say?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
He doesn't want to bring more heat to Sasquatch.
He doesn't want Sasquatch to get found, dude.
Okay. I do want that YouTube. Can you ask him what the YouTube he said?
It was like something Hunter.
Yeah, something Hunter. I actually do want to deep dive. I do want to deep dive that.
I'll send it to you. I'm asking him right now.
It's like
Thank
it's
you.
how to hunt Master Hunter.
And listener, if you join our Discord or back us on Patreon, Mike will give you Joe's number.
You get Joe's number. You just got to send me proof that you're pledging to the Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm up.
I think it might have been how to hunt.
Okay, how to hunt.
But Belly, plug Belly TV because it's been really fun lately.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, we're doing Belly TV Monday, Fridays. I've gotten into groove. Monday evenings, Friday evenings, Pacific Standard Time, which is pretty late Minnesota time, but
yeah, but it's not late enough that you can't podcast earlier.
That's true.
Wow.
That's true.
Listen to Zach. Like he's got shit
I'll
on.
nip that in the butt right now. Again, Sundays and Mondays, I am working like 10-hour shifts.
Yeah. Tor can't do much.
Yeah, Mondays I usually play 18, Zach, so it's a tough day for me too, dude.
But yeah, we're having fun on Belly TV.
Check out howtohunt.com.
There you go. Check out. That's YouTube. The most important thing. Takeaway. Should we call it, boys?
Lads.
Should we call
it?
Before Joe Lester and just say bye.
And I promise next week will be a good episode that we put effort into.
Bye, everyone. Love you.
This was a great episode, Zach.
This was a great episode,
dude.
Bye.
Right. Bye. I love you, man.